Okay. Am I streaming now? Okay, I'm not sure if I'm streaming now. We lost connection. Devil, you are a liar. Hey, JD, am I on? No? Doing good, brother. How you doing, brother? I'm just going live because we have the Reserve Bank of Australia announcement going on right now. I lost connection. I'm in the hotel, and I think it dropped connection, and I'm trying to reconnect. So I don't know if you can. I don't know if I'm trying to see if I'm streaming or not. I'm not streaming. Oh my goodness, and I'm just totally crushing the market right now too. But thanks for calling me. Let me know, because I thought I was like, I'm on fire. I'm like talking to people and answering questions. Yeah, it says I got streaming errors here. YouTube, I'm still connected, but Forex Cash Machine, I'm looking to see if we are. Oh, I got an error. Yeah, I see. There's an error, stream error. Okay, go live again. Stop streaming. Go live again. Okay, I'm sorry. It's Greg McLeod Trader. Yeah, so I should be streaming now. I think it's when the internet connection dropped, I have to go back and reconnect everything by hand again. So I think I'm back. But yeah, I bought at 75.46 on the Australian dollar, and I thought I was talking to everybody, so I must have cut off for a bit. Okay, brother, I'm gonna hang up now. I like that picture, man. I love that. You're looking fine in that suit, man. Nice. All right, JD. Thanks, buddy. Bye. Oh man. Okay. Trying to see if we are still streaming. Okay. Can you see my stream? Okay. Can y'all see my stream? Okay. Okay, again, my name is Greg McLeod. Welcome to Elite Traders University, and we are actually, this is not the weekly update. This is actually our we are trading the Australian rate announcement, right? This is the the Australia rate announcement. I'm just going to leave that there. Let me get back to the market, and hopefully we're okay here. It says I'm streaming. Oh, great. Thanks, JD. And thanks for the call, brother. All right, so we're up here, 4.3 pips. I'm going to take some of this off. Okay, so we are so we took trades to the south side. We still got some north side trades that we haven't closed out yet. A little bit of a pullback, so let's see if we can get all the way back. We're back at 75.50 after getting down to a low. We got down to 0.7546. And here's our stochastics. This is what I want to show you. This is something new. Okay, I'm showing you. I'm releasing this little bit of information about how we actually approach the markets in the Pip and Run system. With the stochastics, it gives us this oversold, and we got that crossover at the 38% retracement. So we had a confluence of indicators at a common point. So right in this area, we start seeing this kind of a turn. We have a candlestick pattern, we have an indicator, and we have Fibonacci. We have a support level. All of them combining together to give us a high probability entry where we took multiple entries and exited different places to reap some profits. Okay, so we reaped some pretty good profits on the Australian dollar, right? So we're pulling back a little bit. So 13,030 so far. This is what we've done today. Some of these trades we see we got 23.53. We got some of these trades in 3 minutes. Some of these trades were there's a 5-minute trade here. So we were pulling $364, $204. So we just pulled out multiple trades in the market, and we got a nice bounce. After this candle, kind of like, we closed out these other trades, initial trades, right? So even though we took the hit quick, 7.9, 12.3 pips. We took the stop out and went ahead and reversed and got short, okay? So being able to think quickly when the situation arises, that's what you need to learn, which is very important for traders to be able to do, and not to say, oh my God, it's going down, what do I do? You can have a pity party in that split second of time, or you could go ahead and reverse your position, think on your feet, and adjust, adapt, overcome, improvise, right? Pork Chop Hill, Clint Eastwood. Okay, so that's so far in just a few minutes that we've been together, $13,030. Okay, so we got some trades, and we got some. Here we go. We're going to limit out on these other trades. Notice stochastics is growing higher, prices moving higher, making higher highs, and it's stacking up. Green, green, green. We're retracing. This red bar is rapidly being eaten up by these green bars. The bulls are taking control. The bulls are in full control of the market. And then boom, and when we limit out all three of those trades as well. Let's look back at our history. We're at 13,000. Oh, and then okay, so we've got it moved at midnight, so our profit was and I'm going to hammer some more out. So that was the 6th. Today's the 6th now because it's midnight. So I'm going to choose another period. Yesterday, right? Or use a custom period. So we'll do the 6th, and today's the 7th, right? The 6th, 5th and 6th. 5th and 6th, okay. 5th. 6th. Okay. Okay. 7th. Okay. Trying to get our custom period so we can, 6-5, right? 7-5, right? And 7, okay. Right, so that should take us to, 14,994, okay. So we're back where we started. Remember, this is where we started and we had the drop. So this was like we call it the little dumping, the reverse of the pump and dump, the dump and pump, right? It dumped first and now it pumped. And that's what it did on the euro during non-farm payroll. It dumped first and then flipped to the upside. So, yeah, we got burned a little bit on that last one. It was, hey, Greg, you got burned on them. It's like, yeah, but you gotta learn from your mistakes and being able to evaluate and adjust. That's part of the the difference between a professional trader and an amateur trader is the ability. You're both going to lose money, right? One's going to lose money less times and be able to learn from their mistakes and improve. Okay, so you'll never completely eliminate losses, but you can learn from them and adjust. Let's get back to what we're looking at there. And so we've got, so the stochastics is telling us we have some more gas in the tank, and we have some gas until we get to about the 80, right? And it may twist around at the 80. So, but from where we are, another additional thing I like doing with the stochastics is actually adding a, taking the split, the difference between the 20 and the 80, which is 60. So I put like a 30 or 35 line in there as well. So I add a line in there and I call it the 30, like the 35 line, and then I'll make it like red, and then I'll make it dashed out, because that's kind of like, once we cross that line, right? Because they got to go from 0 to 100. Sometimes I use 50 too. Sometimes I use that as well. And that puts us right smack in the map in the middle, right? So we cross that middle line on stochastics. And then we should see, so this was our stop run. That thing ran through, knocked out some stops, and now we're back on track to taking out some highs. Now, if you look at the trend, and I think if I remember the chart analysis that I had, if you watch my chart analysis and the other videos have the weekly analysis, I just really, instead of covering all the currency pairs like I used to, I'm just going to cover the ones that actually going to have news, okay? Because that's where the party is. That's where the action is. Because, it's still midnight, not too late here. I can finish this up and go to bed. And I don't have to sit around and, okay, what's going on with the Euro CAD? Well, Euro CAD, there's no news for Euro or CAD. Canadian banks are closed, so I'm not going to trade Euro CAD, right? So I want to trade where there's action, there's activity, there's focus, there is news, there's a buzz, right? I want to trade where there's buzz. And so staying away from currencies which are not buzzing is pretty helpful. And if we go to my market heat map, I think I can go to the heat map. I'm not going to switch here because we barely got everything going right now. But if I look at the all Forex pairs, well, it's pretty interesting because even though this is an Australian rate announcement, the New Zealand dollar is on fire. It's up 0.51%. Kiwi yen's up 0.45%. Kiwi CAD up 0.39%. Kiwi Swiss up 0.36%. So even though this rate announcement is like, you know, that's the big news, and there's no real big news on New Zealand right now, but they are geographically close and sometimes they act in tandem. So the fifth pair, which is the most active right now, is Australian dollar, is up 0.34%. Okay. So if you are trading the New Zealand dollar, you're probably you're up pretty good. Aussie dollar followed by Aussie yen, and actually pound dollar is in the number 7 spot, followed by Aussie CAD. Okay, so I have it on my phone, my market heat map, and you can go to the App Store, iOS, or you get it for Android. Go to the Play Store and you can download that, and you can get a trial, 7-day trial for $1. Okay. It's the best buck you ever spent, and there is like 81 video course as well. There's signals in there as well. And hey, John, how you doing, buddy? John Contaba from California, my home state. Hope you're doing well, brother. Oh, is it frozen on you? But it might be my crappy internet. No, if it was, yeah, I was frozen. I was a frozen chosen. I'm in a hotel in John. I'm in a hotel in Austin, Texas, the Hilton, and I think the Hilton internet just saw all the activity, decided to shut me down. So, but I had my hotspot. I just didn't. I think I'm on my 5G right now, tethering to my phone. But it's something good to have your tether on your devices already on, so your computer can automatically, if your home Wi-Fi goes out, it can jump right to your phone, right? So it's always good to have backup. And then actually when we worked at the brokerage, we really dissuaded from people from ever trading on Wi-Fi. So I'm actually breaking one of our rules. Everything had to be hardwired. Everything had to be hardwired, because if you're trading thousands of dollars, and I remember losing because about $300 on AT&T had cable internet, and cable internet was brand new. And what they would do is they would shut it down at 3 a.m. for service. Now we all know that 3 a.m. Eastern time is the London Open, right? So I'm in a trade. And yeah, I got similar move where you kind of reversed on me, and but my screen didn't even refresh. There was no boing, that noise from MT4, so I didn't even know that. I thought I was up. My screen was green. I was making money. And I'm sitting there, I'm like going, this thing has been at like 122.00 for a really long time, and and then it refreshed, and then the thing was at like 121.43 or something like that, and it was, and I thought, oh, I'm doing a mental stop. I'll go ahead and like close it out when it drops. Well, guess what? I didn't have a stop in it. The screen froze. I thought it was up, and it was down. So I was hot. I said, I cannot believe this, and I call up AT&T, and they say, oh, we're so sorry. We were closed for maintenance because it's 3 a.m. and we were doing. I go, are you kidding me? Oh, don't worry, we'll give you a bill credit. A bill credit? Are you gonna give me like a $300 bill credit? Oh, here we go. Here we go. You hear that bounce? Let me check to see if we are still connected. And I see there's an error somewhere. Okay, it seems like everything. Am I good, guys? Let me know. Am I good? I don't have like a chat box here. Okay. Okay, I think we're still hot. I think we're still streaming, right? So we're back to where we started from We'll get right back where we started from. Love is good. I'm gonna get right back to where we started from. Okay, anyway, having one of the 70s flashbacks again. Here we go. Come on, baby, push it, push it, push it. Right now, the euro came back. It dropped to a 61% retracement the other day. And I was at that low. I had to close that bad boy out. But so basically, what they're doing, they take it down really hard, and then they take it the way they want to go, right? So let's see. Now look at stochastics. Now we came up from the 20, and now watch the pop. There's something called this is a Jake Bernstein trick, and he taught that to George Lane. George Lane invented stochastics. Jake Bernstein was the assistant. He was an assistant to George Lane. So you can imagine, like, you got to carry George Lane's bags or something. And he said, Mr. Lane, I'm looking at stochastics for a long time. I saw something something called the stochastics pop. And then George Lane goes, what's stochastics pop? This is like popcorn, or what is it? It's like the new type of soda pop. It says, no, when stochastics crosses 80, what happens is price accelerates. When it touches 80 for the first time, we'll see price move very fast. So we don't get a pop in stochastics, but we get a pop in price. So we're going to watch for the stochastics pop. Right now, this is something we can actually view. This phenomenon called the pop. So we're at 1.9 pips. Stochastics is coming up on 80. Hasn't crossed 80 yet, but there's supposed to be an acceleration of price, and that acceleration should close these trades out very quickly. Okay, so you guys watching, I'll zoom in if you can't see it. So there's my stochastics lines, %K and %D, and there's the 80 line, is this horizontal white reference line. Now, and we're touching it right now. Let's watch for that acceleration in price. Let's see if we can observe Jake Bernstein's stochastics pop. And you actually can see the pumping of the candle. Look at the candle, how it's pumping. The stochastics is a big, long, complex calculation. It's one of the first indicators in the 1950s to be back tested using computers. George Lane had a friend that worked like with a Cray supercomputer, and he gave him the figures, and they actually ran the back test, and that's how he settled on %K and %D. So it was the first indicator to actually be processed and tested by a computer. It really has nothing to do with financial markets at all. George Lane used to have these meetings, these little, get these meetups back in the day over coffee, and one of the guys who actually they kept trying different types of formulas. He used a formula that was used to make steel. The mixture of iron and coal, and the proportions of coal and iron to create steel is the formula for stochastics. And you can look it up. I'm not making that one up. I wouldn't make up that story. Here we go. 7567. Again, my name is Greg McLeod. Welcome one and all to the RBA announcement trading session. And so RBA came out there with their announcement at, here we go. We're popping. 3.1 pips. We might get 2, 3, 4 pips on the pop. And here, okay, so here is, we have one line over the 80. Let's see if that you need the second line to get that. Here we go, 3.8 pips. I'm gonna lighten the load. I might take $340, take a little bit off, take another $294 off, and maybe another. I'm gonna take a little bit off, right? And I might even take that one off too. Oh, that was 4. Okay, there's another one for 4 pips, $354 right there. Hey, there's some right there, right? And we can take that one off too. Hey, it's 3 pips right there, 3.2. I'll take that. Right, I got these 2 right here. Those are the original ones that we started with, where we got short, and the ones that we actually closed to get short, we could have actually left those, and we would have been back in the money on those as well. Okay, so let's take a look at our total so far. Again, in the $17,815. Okay. And we got 2 positions left. I could close them in negative and, you know, lose my 420 and just be done. I think that was the pop. You know, let's drop down the 1 minute chart to see what's going on the 1 minute chart. You may be topping out there. Yeah, it's kind of tired. It's kind of like, hey, look, Greg, you know, bulls get fed, bears get fed, and okay, so we'll take our lumps and we'll take them as a loss, right? Lose 2.2, 2.1, and still end up with $17,295.01. Okay. So guys, so this was we traded the Australian dollar, or the Aussie rate announcement, the Reserve Bank of Australia, and it's dropping, so that's good, right? So we got back to the old high, which is 0.7569, and we see that if we go back to our 5 minute chart. That pop, we did see the acceleration in price, and stochastics did cross above 80, and we were able to get out with a sizable gain. And we did get a little wick right there, but we adjusted and got out. And so these are all the trades we took in the amount of time that we were together. Okay, again, the first 2 losers, and then we still ended up netting out $17,295, guys. So if you like that, give me a thumbs up, a like. And again, if you would like to learn more about this, seeing how this can incorporate in your trading, if you're tired of doing it yourself and would like a mentor, you'd like some of my time to be able to help you achieve outstanding results and be financially free, why don't you go ahead and go to elitetradersuniversity.com/apply, and then and set up an appointment, and let's get you started. Let's get started on your path to mentorship. 90 days, you'll see a terrific change in your ability to extract money out of the market. Okay, peace and pips. Cheers. Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. Come over to the Forex Cash Machine and join my free Facebook scalping group. All right. Good night and have a great rest of your day. Cheers. Bye.